How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins for this week, and we're starting off right into it with a high-qual armor set brought to us by Milo, and it is the Punkish high-qual set. And that signature skull that it has on it, this guy right here, well, he made the face mask look like it as best as possible. I think it turned out really cool. I think he did a good job. I love the zipper and the little lock on it still. However, I think at that angle, maybe the lock would probably hang forward with the zipper over your forehead, but you know, obviously that's not something you could do. But it's very funny. I love the look of it. I like the material that it's made out of. It's very different from other things. And then you've got that nice plaid up over here. It's definitely very cool. Down here, you've got a mix of different materials, but it all looks like it's gonna protect you. You got the big old skull, there's that little padlock. And then the back of it, we've got a little bit of the like denim with some stitches and staples and all sorts of stuff going on. Definitely a very cool looking set. Next up, we got another high qual set from from El Loco Diablo, and this thing is actually really cool. I love the look of it. It's this lion mask, and it is held on by this crazy looking chain. And yeah, so it doesn't really look like it protects you all that much. Of course, it still protects as much as it would. It's definitely a cool look. I think the line down here is really epic looking. Take a look at it on the back. Definitely a very cool looking high qual set. Next up, we've got, of course, the deployables for you. Starting over here with, we've got this cool little set from Lisa. It is the Your Fears set. So we've got the box. Oop. And the single door. So it's kind of like some kind of mutant alien skull thing going on. I think it's kind of cool. I like the look of it, and definitely wanted to go ahead and show you guys this one. We've toned down on the skulls and stuff, but this is just definitely a cool one I wanted to make sure everyone saw. So next, we've got this really cool door from Odyssey. It's got this sweet Asian vibe to it. It is the Dragon Temple Gates. There you have it. Definitely a very nice looking one. I like the fact that there's like missing pieces and so forth. Looks a little beat up. It's seen some, maybe some, you know, protected against a few explosions. Who knows? But I particularly like the handles. I think the whole thing altogether just looks really well done. Next up from Anathin, we've got the castle double door. If you guys remember, there's a castle garage door that everyone loved the garage door. It sold quite a few, so when I saw the double door, I knew I had to go ahead and show this one to you guys. It's got the same little features you would expect. It looks very nice. And yeah, it's just, I think this one would be a really great one that would sell quite a bit. Next, we've got a very unique looking one from Slimeface. And this one I particularly love, just it's very different. It's Death's Head, and this is something you'll see a lot kind of with like the Mothman and stuff like that in some pop culture and some cryptid kind of stuff. I really like this Mothman looking thing with the wings. It has, you know, the different glow to it and everything. I think he did a good job on it. It's definitely a neat door. Of course, it does have glow, which we will show here in a minute. Next up, we've got a very cool looking box right here. This box, it reminds me of like maybe a dragon from like Diablo or something. I don't know. It's the Molten Visage box by Trix. And of course it glows, as you can imagine. It's definitely a very cool looking box. And I actually like the glowing effect on it and how this kind of just looks like cracked stone. It's definitely really nice looking, especially at night. So we'll check that out in a minute. Lastly, we've got this awesome locker from M Demon, and it is the Cobalt Locker. In here, it has like a little Cobalt uniform and some gloves. And the cool part is it's got like a monitor for you to like, I don't know, clock in or whatever it may be. I just love how unique it is. We've got a poster over on this side and that side, so it's the Cobalt Poster. And yeah, it's just altogether really different and unique, and I think that's the kind of thing we're always looking for. So that is definitely a very cool little part there. So let's go ahead and check these out with their glow. There we go. Again, very cool glow. You can actually see the outline of the moth in the blue, and then you have this orange and red color. And it's just all together. This is a really neat door. Next, we'll go ahead and take a look at this one here. See, I just love the way the glow ended up on this one. I think it looks really nice. And lastly, of course, you've got the glow of the little platform, so you can always find screen, so you can always find your lockers in your base. I don't even know where the word platform came from on that one, but hey, you gotta love it, right? Next up, we're here to take a look at our tools and weapons, and we've got some tools for you this week. That is for sure. There we go, there it pops in. I was like, is this ever gonna pop in? So from Firefly, we've got the Space Adventure set of stone tools, and yeah, they're just so cool and unique. It looks like someone, you know, got this tool and they just love it. It's their little buddy and they went and colored it, and it's, you know, be with them forever. And it just looks great. I love it. And of course, it's matching pick. There we go. Definitely a cool little set for sure. And we've got hatchets and pickaxes for days. There were so many good ones this week, and everyone spent the time to make sure that they completed the sets. I left everyone messages like last minute, and it was like, guys, you know, Helk prefers to put in sets. Plus, I think the community prefers to get a set too. No one wants just a hatchet or just a pickaxe without the matching part, or at least the option to get it, you know? So we've got these here, starting with this awesome set is the Samyai by Debsky? I can't speak! Why you guys gotta do this to me with the names and stuff? It's growing up is bilingual. It's hard sometimes. But here we go. We've got the beautiful matching pickaxe. I like a kind of clean look to it, and it just kind of has that nice brushed steel look to it. It's definitely very, very nice set. So then that means we're moving on to the next set of hatchets and pickaxes. And this one is very, very nice. It is the Dragon set from Call Me, and I think Call Me did a really good job. I love the look of it. It's very regal, and it's just very, very nice. We'll see the pickaxe here, and there we go. It's got like a little dragon on the side there. I like the red kind of grips. I think that's nice. It matches nicely with the colors of the bronze and the dark kind of gray going on with this. Very, very nice set. Next up, we've got another set of, I told you guys it's gonna be a lot of tools. So we've got the Evil Raid set. And it's got this little face and the teeth, and I don't know, it just tickled me in a good spot. I think Jin did a cool job on him. We've got the pickaxe, of course, as well. Let's go ahead and yank that one out. There we go, he's got this, he almost looks more concerned with the face on it. I think that's kind of cool. It's like an angry, concerned face. I like it. Definitely a cool little set. And next, we've got a very, like, rusty, wastelandy hatchet set. Is the Warlord set from Kazdor. I think did a really good job on it. It really captures that post-apocalyptic look. And let's see what we got right here. Boom, there's the pickaxe. I just love it. It's very unique. I like the colors. It's bright. It looks like something that would fit into a world like Rust. I think Kazdor did an excellent job on these for sure. Moving on, we've got a remake of the Cold Hunter bow from Madros, and I think he did a really good job. He added a lot of detail to it, changed up, I think some of the colors are lighter and then some are darker, so it just kind of has more of a contrast to it. And yeah, I think that turned out really well. It's got just a little more decor to it, and it just kind of gives it a little nicer detail. And I think it's a good time for a second chance on this one, for sure. Next, we've got a crossbow for you, brought to us by Little Ranger. This thing looks like it might have just barely missed Halloween, but is the Ritual Crossbow. And it's just really, really cool looking. Now, it does look like it might glow, but it doesn't. It just has really sweet colors baked into it with that little lava cracking and all sorts of stuff. It's definitely a very cool looking crossbow. Love the look of it. And I really like the actual, if you look at the drawstring, it changes color, which I think is kind of neat. It starts at kind of a red and then ends at black at the end, kind of, with just a bit of red into it. Not sure if that was done on purpose, but if it was, it's definitely a nice little addition to it. Next up, we've got a continuation in the Caution set from Bad Trip, starting with the Caution Revy. And aiming down the sight here, you've got the nice wood with some nice blue and yellow of, you know, the unique color to this set. And it's got a red painted sight, of course, not a glow sight. Take a look at the side here. You've got that, you know, it's just the whole caution tape look to it. It's got the little skulls and crossbones, and it's got caution written on it. And yeah, this has been a very popular set, so I'm glad to see he's continuing making parts of it. Next up, we've got a really sick-looking python. It's very unique and different. I think Jessen did a really good job on this one. It is the bullet python. Aiming down the sights, you've got two little X's, and the whole gun just kind of looks like it has this beautiful fade to it. And then you've got that 5.56 bullet carved into the barrel. I think it's a very cool looking design. It's very unique from other things that I've seen for a while. So definitely a great job on that one. Definitely love the look of it. Next up, we've got a double barrel for you, brought to us by Moonfighter, and it is a continuation of the Royal Rose set. I believe we have the LR in, and there's an AK as well, and it's just a very nice looking, very kind of dirty, but beautiful kind of decorative. You could tell, you know, they want it to look fancy, but it's definitely seen some battles, and that's always a very cool part right there. I also forgot to reload the last two, so let's go ahead and do that. I know some of you guys like to see the reloads. And there we go on that one. Boom. All right, now we can move on to the sap. We've got a continuation in the Golden Leaf, or Goldthorn, I should say, sorry. Goldthorn set from UAD, and it's this little guy right here. Aiming down the sight, you've got lots of gold with kind of like a matted black, and then it's got a kind of nice little like leather grip, and then you've got this beautiful kind of gold branches with the little green leaves. It's definitely a beautiful little set. Definitely like this one, and previously picked up the SMG, I think, which was the last addition to it. Next, we've got a Tsar for you, also a continuation in the Flyboy set from Algorithm. This one is the, you know, the kind of theme of the World War II airplanes. It's got that rivet look and, you know, little race stripes and everything like that. Go High or Die, which was, of course, from the heli add-in game. On the other side, you can see there's a bomb count. Let's see. There we go. And I like the front of the barrel actually has like kind of a little like oil slick look to it, which I thought was quite neat. Aiming down the sights here, you've got some red to help you focus. Of course, not a glowing sight, however. Let's go ahead and pop a reload on this one. As you can see, there's more of a bomb count on that. Definitely a nice continuation of the set. Lastly, for this group, we've got the Sunken Treasure Set from Kosum. I can't speak today, guys. Oh man, it's been a rough day. It really has been, so forgive me for the goof ups here and there. But this is definitely a nice continuation to the set. Go ahead and aim down the sight there, and it just has that nice look of something that's been deeply corroding in the ocean. Maybe not the best quality you want on a weapon, but if it works, doesn't really matter then at that point. And lastly, we've got one more little cluster of weapons for you here. We've got this really cool looking AK. I love the look of it. It's just very different. It's got that, you know, like digital camo going on, but it also has a nice military feel. It's sawed off. It has this very metallic, rusted look, and I think it's something that fits rust really, really well. Aiming down the sights here. And we'll do a little reload. Definitely a cool one. I love the looks of this, and I would love to see this one in game. I think Hexith did a great job on it. Next up, something that everyone has been waiting for a while, and it is a continuation in the Candy set from Mad Polygon. Previously, we have the Tsar, and everyone really loved that Tsar. Well, here's an AK to continue with it. Aiming down the sight, you've got a little candy swirl as well as a red sight. Then you've got that wonderful graham cracker gingerbread look to the rest of it that everyone loves from this set. So lots of continuations of some cool sets this week for sure. Next up, we've got some space theme. It's the Cobalt LR300, brought to us by Phi. And yeah, I think it's nice. A lot of people really like this set. I think it has the kind of like sleek white coloring to it, but at the same time it is beat up and worn. And of course the whole Cobalt theme, it's always nice if you can implement a little bit of lore without overdoing it, so that's very cool as well. Go ahead and pop a new mag in there, and there you go. moving on. Whoop, wrong button. We've got another LR for you. And this one is just very, very crazy looking. It is the burnt LR from Hatson, and it's got a little painted little flame right there. And then the rest of it is just this kind of like molten lava look to it. And I'm surprised, you know, this is every game kind of has its molten lava looking weapons, and we don't really have that in Rust. So it's kind of weird to see this finally pop up at this time, but I think he did a really good job of it, and it'd be cool to have kind of like a molten lava set. So hey, you know, down for it, definitely. Not gonna hear me complain there. But that does it, guys. So sound off down in the comment section below which skins you like the most and why, and any kind of feedback you want to try to get to the developers or the skin creators. I will try to get to the right people. You can leave that with me. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on Thursday to let you know which ones actually made into game.